Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Baha Rakha Kwadash, double honor to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone, aka GMS, who rule and continue to teach our people, our nation well through the Spirit, leading the flock by example. Peace, blessings, and salutations goes out to the Akim, pushing this gospel, this good news the world over, in sincerity and in truth. Adwan Ratazah, which means Lord willing. You know, so Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. And yeah, man, you see, you know, we're in prophetic times, man, okay? We're in the latter days, man, the end times, all right? And based on this article that you can see on your screen, okay, we see that the prophecies of the Holy Bible, of the Holy Scriptures, all right, he's shouting, jumping off the paper, man. The words are jumping off the paper, all right? And I remember doing a lesson about this, you know, some months back, okay, regarding this, actually, all right? And, of course, now more information has come out, all right? So I just wanted to update this and bring this to you, you know, to your awareness, all right? So this is an article from unilad.com, all right? And this was published, all right, on the 25th of February, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, all right? And, yeah, as you can see, MIT student creates device that is able to search the entire internet using just his mind. And you can see the image of the individual, of the student, who appears to be an Elamite, all right? So-called, you know, East Indian, all right? So it says, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, student has created a device that allows humans to communicate with machines using our minds, and it is truly incredible, all right? And I did a lesson yesterday regarding, you know, telepathy and things like that, all right? You know, pretty much, you know, going into, like, you know, the same thing, being able to use and do things, you know, using the mind, man, all right? And this boils down to, you know, to Esau Edom, the so-called white man, his left-hand miracles on the left-hand side, man, his, you know, his witchcraft, his sorcery, you know, through his technology, all right, which really Yahweh Shemashai gave to him, all right, you see. And all roads leads to the MOTB, the mark of the beast, the RFID Micro C-HIP, all right, and we can see things are leaning that way, technology-wise, all right. There might be different devices, different technology that can, you know, be used to do things without, you know, physical touch, all right, but by the mind and things like that, all right. But it all comes down to the RFID Micro C-HIP, which were on our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, all right, and Israelite foreigners as well, Speck a Bird, who warn our people not to take this, okay. It says, Arnav Kapoor created a device called Alter Ego, which is a wearable type of headset that allows users to communicate with technology without even speaking a word, all right. You know, you got VR as well, virtual reality, all right. You got headsets like that, especially, you know, for the youth who are into gaming and things like that, okay. You know, Esau's going to market that so it appeals to them, all right. You know, gaming without having that physical controller, you know, like your Xbox controller, PlayStation controller, things like that, all right. It says the device records signals when the user hears or thinks of a particular word. This information is then sent to machines which use the internet to find the answer. It's kind of like having Google in your head, which is pretty damn incredible. And that's right, it's going to, you know, come off as something, you know, that wow, amazing, brilliant, you know, piece of technology, okay? And things like that, man. You know, people are going to be amazed by it, but the elect won't be deceived, you see? And we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, all right? Because they've been testing and trialing these different things and improving these things over the years, all right? And he works through gradualism, you see? And, you know, he'll put these heathens, their face in it and things like that, you know, and even advertise Jake as well, okay? And these are the nations, man. They're you know, they're following after the beast as well, okay? All right? They're following after, you know, after America. Okay, and this is going to come upon the whole world, you see, all right? So it's going to be a global interlocked system, okay? So apparently the answer presents itself in a similar way to a person's internal voice, but without interfering with their usual auditory perception. It can search for info, solve maths equations, and provide answers to all kinds of different questions. This enables a human-computer interaction that is subjectively experienced as completely internal to the human user, like speaking to oneself, MIT Media Lab explains. This enables a user to transmit and receive streams of information to and from a computing device or any other person without any observable action, indiscretion, without unplugging the user from her environment, without invading the user's privacy. In a video of the device in action, Kapoor is asked to provide the answer to a ridiculously difficult maths calculation, which he does, no problem. Okay, you got, students and people, basically students, people who may also have learning difficulty in school, students who may go to a school or a learning center that, provides education for them, for people who, who may not who basically have like learning difficulties, all right? Special needs type of, scenario, this devil, he's gonna want to have these things in place, for students such as those, you see, all right? But again, it's all through gradualism, all right? Kapoor says the idea is to basically have the entire internet in his head, you see? And ultimately, these devils want to be in your head. They want to know what's in your head, you see? Because it's all going to be hooked up in one centralized, mainframe system, all right? Says another focus is to help support those with speech disorders. That's another thing as well, such as those who have been diagnosed with neurological disorders, yeah? Right? Neurological disorders, whatever, sort of disorders. Okay? And look how, far technology has improved, man. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years ago, man. It ain't like the way it is now. Okay? Right. So I won't intend to make this lesson long. All right. Just bring this, news report. All right. As we are watchmen. All right. And then this is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 8. And it reads, "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth." All right. And that's been done, through his prophets, man. All right. He's being revealed constantly every day, man. And as he gets revealed more and more, man, all these lies being uprooted is getting weaker and weaker. And these nations and people are waking up, you see. Waking up to his folly, to his, his wickedness, and things like that. All right. Even how the people, how the world identifies each other, especially for nations using terms like Chinese and Japanese, which is all a covering cast, all right? Because that's not their biblical nationality. It'd be the Moabites, which are the so-called Chinese, Ammonites, so-called Japanese, Hamites, so-called Africans, all right? Elam, so-called East Indian, the list goes on, all right? So all these, lies and things like that are being uprooted, okay? All through the spirit, man, okay? So it's just downhill for this devil, you see? No such thing as black and white people, okay? That was coined in 1681 in the state of Virginia, all right? As a, it's a social construct, things like that, covering cast, all right? I'll continue on. It says, "And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." Facts. So Isaiah chapter 25, verse 7, "And he will destroy in this mountain," right? And mountain, represent government, kingdom, all right? Babylon the Great, America, all right? "The face of the covering cast of all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations." That's all right. And that's taking place, all right? So 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8, "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all powers and signs and lying wonders." You see? And that's a lying wonder we're seeing in just in that article right there, man. Okay? And expect more. All right, and many people are gonna fall for it, man. Okay. But we constantly watch as well as pray and check things out. All right. Research and look into things. You see. Verse 10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. You see? And if you love this world, man, you're going to do the things that's in this world and go after the things that's of this world. You see? Which is going to lead to death, ultimately. You see? So let's get Revelation chapter 13 and end it. All right? Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a trachma in their right hand or in their foreheads. That's right. So it ultimately comes down to that C-hip, okay? And that no man might buy or sell, save he, meaning unless he has that mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. You know? So, yeah, won't be able to, again, operate in this society. Won't be able to buy and sell, travel. All right, pay for university loans, or costs rather. Or, you won't be able to enroll in this and that if you don't take the C-hip, man. Okay, because cash is being done away with. Okay, the BRICS nations developing their own currency. All right, and hey, America is trillions in debt, man. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right, I'm gonna end that there. Okay, especially, for your new brothers and sisters coming in. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna say Kal Halal Yahweh Bashim Yashai Baha Raka Kwadash Kwam Yasharala Wa Mawatla Babal. Shalom to the elect.